Hello, my name is Grin, and this is my beard. What crumb am I pulling out of my beard today? Today is going to be about Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is a wonderful American holiday where people get together with family and eat a big feast of food to celebrate things you're thankful for, what you are thankful for. And I, this is kind of a question that I get asked sometimes by people from America, my friends and whatnot. They would say something like, "What do Japanese people do for Thanksgiving?" It's funny though. The reason why it's funny is because never once has a Japanese person asked me, "What do people do in America for Tanabata?" uh, so it's like I don't know if it's just an American centric kind of view or what. Or now here's another point to this: people in Japan have never asked, uh, "What do Japanese people do for whatever?" Because well, they probably already know that those holidays that you celebrate in your country, be it America or whatever, probably are not holidays that are celebrated here in Japan. In Japan, there is no Thanksgiving. That's an American cultural day. It's specific to America. Other countries don't have a Thanksgiving. They might have, like Canada. What is it? Canada has what, Boxing Day or something like that. Some countries have a kind of Thanksgiving, and Japan does have a kind of Thanksgiving Day. It's Labor Thanksgiving. It's the day that you give thanks for having labor to do, things to do, work, being able to have a job. And that's what you're thankful for on Labor Thanksgiving Day. So my sister asked me, "What do you do for uh, Thanksgiving in Japan?" And I had a chuckle about that because I was thinking about it before she asked me. How that's kind of a question that there's no answer for because Japan doesn't celebrate Thanksgiving, but I do. I mean, I'm American, so what do I specifically do for Thanksgiving? And really, nothing. I don't really do anything. I send messages and contact my family in America and say, "Happy Thanksgiving. I hope you have a wonderful holiday season." So, yeah, holidays in Japan are one of those things. It's like they have really neat holidays that you're not going to find anywhere else. Some of those holidays I wanted to talk about. So let's bring up my list here. Some of the holidays that I think are my favorite holidays in Japan. One of them is Tanabata, which is in July, and during Tanabata they there's lots of matsuri. Matsuri is like festivals where you have maybe in the center of town or in a shopping area, you have a bunch of like small booths set up with maybe like carnival style games or various food stalls where they'll sell various uh, not healthy but often delicious foods, sometimes not so delicious foods. And you go just walk through, you'll see lots of people in their yukata, which is like the summer um, uh, kimono that they wear. It's very light. Yukata is the name of it. And people just hang out with their kids. The kids, it's really a kids type of thing. Kids love to play the little games and get their little knickknacks. Maybe some bouncy balls or a goldfish in a plastic bag, or a coin in a balloon. Uh, these are like okay, so the fish. Let me show you some of these games. The fish and the bouncy ball. Uh, that game is like it's a very Japanese style game where you've got a little ring, and in the ring is like a tissue paper, very light, very uh, it's paper, and once it gets wet, it becomes really soft and breaks really easily. And what you're supposed to do is take this paper net and scoop up the balls or fish, in some cases, into a bowl. And whatever you catch with the net before it breaks, you get to keep. Obviously, it can be very difficult because the paper breaks really easily. So you might not get anything. And my last time during Tanabata, my daughter and my son did a game like that with goldfish. So we ended up getting like we got six little goldfish, and we put them in a nice aquarium, and all of them died except for one. One survived, and I think it was more like a battle royale because this guy he's mean. He attacks his own reflection in the fish tank glass. He's crazy, but he's gotten big. I mean, now that he's by himself, he's got all the food and he's got no competition. He just ballooned. He went from like that big to about how big is he now? That big. And yeah, cool. So that's one of the games that you can play and see how long your fish survive. Another game is where like you have balloons with rubber band hoops, and you have a hook, and the string that you're using is like tissue paper. And the point is you're supposed to catch something with that hook without getting the tissue paper wet in this like little pool of balloons with hoops, with strings that have hoops on them. You're supposed to hook that hoop and pull out the balloon. And inside the balloon might be 5 yen or a bouncy ball or something. There's something inside the balloon. And you can keep pulling them out until your tissue paper breaks and the hook falls into the water. Pretty fun game. The kids love it, and so they always do it. And then some of those balloons with the string, and you take that hoop, you put it on your finger, and it's like a yo-yo. It's got a little bit of water or something heavy inside the balloon to make it so that you can yo-yo it. Little things like that. That's Tanabata. I love Tanabata. It's a very fun time. Another time that I think is great is Golden Week. Everyone loves Golden Week. Golden Week is what, May? Let me check this here. Golden Week, yeah, May. Yeah, the end of April and the beginning of May. Golden Week is a bunch of different days of special days. Children's Day, Boys Day, Girls Day, whatever, stuff like that. And it's just a week off, basically, and it's fantastic. During that time, you'll find lots of Matsuri type things going on, and Golden Week events and specials, trying to get people to go into stores and whatnot to spend their time off to spend money. Things like that. One I don't see in this list, one of my favorites that I don't see in this list is Setsubun. I don't know why. Should be one of them. It's one of my favorite. I call it the Devil Bean Day. Setsubun is February. It's coming up. February 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Something, yeah. Okay, yeah. Setsubun. February 2nd, 3rd, or 4th. And what do I like about Setsubun is, like I said, I call it Devil Bean Day. So they have a thing they say, what is it? Oni wa soto, fuku wo uchi. It's like, it's how do I translate that? I mean, it's basically saying get out with the devils. The devils belong outside, not in the house. The good luck belongs in the house, and the devil belongs outside the house. And they actually have these little devils, the oni or demons, and they're not demons, they're not devils. What are they? They're ogres. Like they either have two horns or one horn, and they're usually red or blue or some weird color, not human skin colored. Um, and and they have funky hair or something like that, and really scary looking snarling faces. And during that time, you get these mame, these beans that you can eat, but you get these beans, and when the oni come in, you throw the beans at them and you shout, "Oni wa soto fuko uchi," and then the onis get all scared and they run away, and yay, good luck in and bad luck out type of thing. It's fun. Kids love it. I've dressed up as one of the oni, and I've got my club and I've my horn and scary face and coming "Arr, arr, arr," and then they start throwing the beans at me and I'm like "Arr, arr, arr," and then run out. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. It's one of my favorite holidays or special cultural days. These aren't really holidays. They're just cultural days. Just like um, I don't know how to explain. Okay, Christmas does exist here in Japan, but it's not like it's not a holiday. It's just a cultural day. People love the idea of a person going around giving presents out of the goodness of their heart, some sort of enormous philanthropy or something like that. It's just a fun thing, and it gives you an excuse to buy presents for somebody that you like. It's great, especially for kids. Kids love Christmas because they get extra presents. Not everybody. In Japan, not everybody celebrates that, so they might not get presents. But most people in Japan, even if they don't give presents, they have Christmas cake. Christmas cake is like the thing. Uh, every Christmas, they sell these white cakes. It's just white cake with strawberries, and it's just like a birthday cake, like a white birthday cake. And they sell these by the truckload, the boatload, every year during Christmas. And for Christmas, people don't eat turkey or anything like that here in Japan. They eat KFC or fried chicken. Fried chicken is like the big thing to eat during the holiday season, Christmas season, and New Year's. And you've got campaigns all over the place for fried chicken. Everybody's selling fried chicken. Even the convenience stores got their own special fried chicken, and you can pre-order your chicken for Christmas Day or the day after, day before Christmas, Christmas Eve. So and the cakes too. You pre-order your cakes, because if you wait until Christmas to buy your Christmas cake, you're not going to find one. They're all going to be sold out. They sell it quick. So those are some of the most memorable uh, times of the year. Then there's other ones like Obon. Obon. I'm not really sure what is that. When is that? September-ish, I think. It's just a day to give respect to our ancestors and the dead. And it's not. I mean, it's cool because sometimes you'll have Obon festivals, and I like those Obon festivals, and they have this like Obon dance that they do. It's really cool. It's very cultural. It's very relevant here in Japan. And then there's New Year's, which is like pretty much the uh, biggest celebration type of thing in Japan. Well, it depends on everybody celebrates New Year's basically. It's what is it? It's Oshogatsu. Everybody celebrates New Year's, and during New Year's, kids will get what's called otoshidama, which is like a yearly gift of money in like a otoshidama uh, envelope, like a just an envelope with a ribbon on it, and it's very iconic. So it's a like a white or maybe colored envelope with a wide ribbon and a bow, and it's usually yellow and red, The bow is usually yellow and red. And so Otoshidama is like the time of year that kids get their money from their parents. And it's great because they don't have anything like the tooth fairy or anything like that to, randomly get money during the year. Christmas isn't celebrated by everybody. But for in my family, we kind of celebrate all of these things, so our kids are kind of spoiled. I think they get all kinds of stuff. They get money from the Tooth Fairy. They get presents from Santa Claus. They get otoshidama, money for New Year's, and all that kind of stuff. It's great for them. Wish I had all that kind of stuff when I was a little kid. I spoil them too much, but it's good. It's good fun. I think the what is it, merriness, the feeling of all these holidays, these cultural days, is kind of important. It gives you something to look forward to every year. It's like, oh, something is coming up, and so even if you're having a bad day, that little thing just makes you feel like, that's going to be nice when that comes. It's only a few days away. Yeah. And you'll have a certain amount of happiness that you can rely on. And I think that's really the most important part about holidays. And I think there should be more of these cultural holidays. And I think that's why in Japan they've adopted many of the holidays that other countries have, because we realize, or Japan realizes, that these things to look forward to really improve your psyche, improve your mental health. It's good to have hope. And so, really, even though New Year's is probably the most celebrated holiday, probably the biggest holiday in Japan, might actually be Halloween. And I don't know if it's because of the foreigners celebrating Halloween so much, but especially in big cities like Tokyo or Osaka, they really go all out on Halloween and costumes, and people in Japan's like they've been doing cosplay for ages, before they knew about Halloween. But now it just gives them another reason to do cosplay. And it doesn't have to be anime related or movie related or comic related. It can just be for the sake of cosplay, and you can be whoever you want. And you can be scary or you can be cute. Whatever it is, Halloween is the day that you can just dress up however you want. It's a great holiday, and Japan has accepted that, embraced it. Although they haven't embraced the whole trick-or-treating thing. That doesn't exist. But you do have a kind of trick-or-treating where some businesses and whatnot will do, give out candy to people who come in and whatnot. But door-to-door trick-or-treating is not a thing here in Japan. It's a thing at English schools. In the English schools, we'll usually have some sort of trick-or-treating or Halloween event where they do trick-or-treating. Yeah, it's great stuff. Holidays in Japan. So that's the holidays in Japan. Oh, I also wanted to talk about my what is it? My progress on studying Japanese. And okay, studying Japanese writing. Now I can write a little bit in katakana, hiragana, katakana, and I can read. I can read perfectly fine hiragana, katakana, and some kanji I can read, but I can't write worth a darn. So I've been doing kumon, Japanese study. My daughter, she goes to do kanji renshu, kanji study at the kumon, and so I just figured it might be a good idea for me to do it too. And so I want to show you my pile of stuff here. If I got, do I have it? No, I don't. But I do have my new ones, or some of them. Here's some of them that I've done. And I get a proper, she goes through each page, and if I do it right, she gives me a nice circle for it. And I've got some of my daughter's stuff in here too, apparently. Why is that there? Just one page. Math. Huh. But yeah, so I've been keeping busy doing it. It's not like terribly difficult. I mean, a lot of it is just, reading the stories. Like this is a cute story about a it's not even a story, it's just a quick like story. Kobuta が言いました。僕はもう赤ちゃん、赤ちゃんじや、赤ちゃんじゃ赤ちゃんじゃない。僕はもう赤ちゃんじゃない。一人で遠くまで行けるぞ。Which just means this small pig, baby pig. There existed a baby pig, and he said that he is no longer a baby and he can go on a long trip all by himself. And the whole, I guess the story, oh yeah, it keeps going. The whole story is about all the people he meets and whatnot, and then he gets lost, and a little bird comes and helps him find his house up in the sky, and he goes home and he gives mom all the little things that he got from all the people that he met, like some fish, some acorns, and things like that. It's a cute story, and the reason why I like it so much is because I never grew up in Japan, so I don't know the kinds of stories and things that they would read when they were a little kid. So being able to see this and read it and go through it, even though I'm an adult, I can you know it helps me gain empathy for the kids that I'm teaching. This is the kind of stuff that they did when they were growing up and learning how to write and read. And so, it'll help me understand where they're coming from, where their mindset is whenever they're learning. Plus, hopefully it'll help me write and read better. Like you heard me just read that first part of the story, and I had a hard time with the whole akachan nai, and that's because it's separated. It's akachan nai. Normally it would just all be together. Akachan nai. So yeah, that's my current. This is not even half of it. Some of it I've already given to her to circle or check, and some of it I gave to my wife because she wants to use it to help my son practice his hiragana and katakana. Hiragana is the Japanese words, the alphabet for Japanese words, and katakana is the Japanese alphabet for foreign words. Let me see if I can find something like that. I know there was something in there. If I find something with katakana, then I can say, here, this is it. Here we go. Oh. Okay. Let's see here. I just lost the page. Let's see. Go away. There we go. Come on. It's like hasamateta. Where's the page that I had? I had ball. Oh, here's another one. I'll just rip that up. Okay, let's see if I can read it backwards. I can't see it if I'm holding it up and trying to look at the same time. Okay. Okasan. This is hard. Okasan sara o hako ni iremasu. お父さんは大きな家具をトラックに乗せます。トラック、大きい。トラック、this is truck. トラック、truck. So it's an English word or American word. I don't know if it's English or American, but truck, they spell it トラック. So they use a different set of alphabet, a different alphabet for foreign words. You cannot write foreign words in kanji, of course, because they're foreign words. They're not written in kanji. Only Japanese and Chinese is written in kanji, and only Japanese is written in hiragana. So yeah, so that's the update. Thanks for watching. This is for me for the future. What holidays am I into now? What will I be into in the future? What holidays are really fun in the future? But for now, Setsubun, Tanabata, Golden Week, Halloween, New Year's, maybe Obon. Those are my favorite times. All right. It's been fun. Bye now.